Now I've got more bad news. Jobless claims jumped higher than expected last week, rising by 37,000. Perfect timing as the Senate finally voted to extend unemployment benefits last night. But while we constantly talk about those that are down and out and that have lost their jobs or lost their homes, whose industries are disappearing, what about the young people in America? The ones that are just entering the real world, the ones that have just graduated or saddled with debt and find a working world that has no room for them. Well, earlier I caught up with Natalie Clay, a recent graduate from Syracuse University, and I first asked her what it's like right now, being a college grad and looking for a job in this economic climate.
It's really hard, and it's exactly what they say it's going to be. It's a hunt, and I feel like I haven't caught anything. I apply every day, about 5 jobs a day, through everything on the internet, you know, NBC, CBS, Fox, production companies, talent agencies, and nobody is hiring. And it's frustrating because I have bills to pay and they're piling up, and no one, you know, tells you when you're throwing your cap up mid-air how to survive. So I'm applying and I'm applying, and I know I'm qualified. I don't know what to do, and I'm kind of stuck in this problem. It's not fun. It's not fun to deal with.
Well, you know, it's interesting that you bring up that no one ever really prepares you. Despite the fact that you just went to school for 4 years, they don't really prepare you for real life. So sometimes, do you ever feel a little gypped by the education system here in the U.S.? Like, what did you just spend 4 years of your life studying for if they didn't even really tell you how to deal with the real world?
That's funny that you say that, because at the State of the Union address, I think in January, President Barack Obama said, you know, we shouldn't punish kids who want to go to college. You know, well, newsflash, I'm broke and I'm tired of eating ramen noodles. You know, I did what I was supposed to do. You know, I believed the people who told me that I could do whatever I wanted to do. I could be whatever I wanted to be. And I believed them, and I wanted to be college educated. And now I traded my debt for a degree. So they're setting me up, the system is setting me up for failure, because I put a lot of hard work into my 4-year degree. I speak multiple languages, and what did I get? I got debt. You know, I majored in debt, and that's not fair, because I could have easily worked at the local Dairy Queen and handed out ice cream cones for the rest of my life. But I decided I wanted to pursue a higher education, which is what I did, and now I'm over $70,000 in debt.
Wow. Thank you for telling us. I know it's a little bit of a personal question, but I was going to ask you just how much debt you incurred. $70,000. That's not, you know, that's not chump change there. So what are you feeling right now? Are you scared that you're saddled with this debt and you can't find a job? I mean, what are your alternatives?
You know, it's a lot of anxiety, and it's a lot of stress, and I can't sleep at night. That's my biggest problem. Is I wake up and I'm like, I have so much trouble sleeping because this is all I think about. And as the debt piles on and piles on, my only alternative before I can get hired is try to find immediate work. I started Googling 25 ways to make quick cash. You know, I've signed up to donate my plasma in my body. I decided to become a substitute teacher because that's an easy way to make about $100 a day. I've applied to temp agencies. I'm living dollar to dollar, and I'm being punished for getting an education, you know, and I have so much stress, I have so much anxiety. It's really hard. It's definitely very hard.
And you know, the awful thing about it, Natalie, is you're not the only one in this situation. The recession is hurting everyone across the country right now, and especially college grads, these people that are just entering the workforce, that have no experience. What about your classmates, the people that graduated with you? Do they have jobs?
No, no one has jobs. A lot of people are deciding to intern, but those internships aren't paid. You know, everyone's in the same boat I am, and we're all sinking together as a class. The class of 2010, we're all in the same boat and we're sinking. I'm drowning in debt here, and I don't know why. And you know, you kind of want to lean on your friends for support and help, but they're just as low and down as you are. You know what I mean? And it's just really hard and aggravating, because I need to call on networking skills and alumni for help. and they can only go so far. You know, you can only do so much. And I can't sit here and blame it on the economy. I could sit here and twiddle my thumbs and just blame it on the economy. But, I mean, I have to just keep pushing myself and stay positive.
But who else would you blame? If it's not the economy, are you going to blame perhaps these businesses in the private sector right now that don't want to hire and feel like they can just get people to work as interns instead and still do a job?
You know, what I don't understand is an internship should always be to hire, like a temp to hire. An internship, you should hire. You spend months learning the ins and outs of that particular business. They should give you the option of hiring you if they like your work, if you show a promise within their company. And, you know, I don't think that's right. I think we need to set up a program, set up a system in the United States that allows college grads to intern, learn the ins and outs of a business, and then be selected to get a salary, to get a paycheck. And all internships should be paid. This is not fair that we're here refilling your coffee cup, walking your dog, filing paperwork, you know, data entry, and for free. You know, I understand that some internships are unpaid, but they should all majority be paid because it's work nonetheless. At the end of the day, we're both tired.
And very quickly, what would you say to those people? I mean, you know, college grads are one sector of the people that are entering the workforce, but there's a lot of people out there that do have experience, that maybe worked for 20 years and got laid off, that have families to feed, that have a mortgage to pay. Are they more important than you?
I wouldn't say they're more important because, like I said, we're all in the same boat. You may have a family, that was your decision, you know, you got laid off, you know, I'm sorry, but you have to get over it. You have to stay positive, and that's my thing. If you think you're more qualified for a job, where I'm gonna show you that I'm hungrier and that I want it more. You know, it's a hunt out there, and that's something I'm getting used to and I'm adjusting to as a recent college grad, that it's a hunt. And I don't think they're necessarily more important than me or they deserve the job more than me, but I guarantee you I'm gonna be quicker, faster, and hungrier.
Well, sounds like you are going to provide some stiff competition to other people out there in the workforce. Natalie, thanks so much for giving us your perspective on this. Good luck in the job hunt. And, you know, even though you say you're sinking, you got a good smile on your face. So keep it that way.
Thanks for having me.